Volleyball. It's a very technical sport. It's a very difficult sport, but you're essentially fighting gravity. As you get to higher levels, you realize how much skill and precision it takes.
You need to think so much in this sport because you don't have time to preparing something. You need to think like this immediately. You need to decide what you need to do.
It's a very violent game. You don't think of volleyball as a violent game because you're not making physical contact with the other team, but you're trying to hit the ball as hard as you can at the other team.
The basic rules of volleyball underpin a complex and tactical game. Each team can only touch the ball 3 times before hitting it over the 2.43-meter net. A point is awarded when the ball hits the floor within the opponent's 9-by-9-meter area. A team has 6 players who rotate clockwise through each zone on the court. And because a player can't touch the ball twice in succession, communication and teamwork are instrumental to success.
Volleyball is a team sport, and the play starts with the service, which is the one fundamental that depends only on you, on how you hit the ball, and your concentration before the service. Afterwards, there is the receiving phase. That is very important to me because I am an outside hitter and I have to receive the ball as well. Then there is the setter, the person who arranges the play and decides who to pass the ball to. There are also 2 middle hitters, 2 outside hitters, 1 libero, and 1 opposite hitter.
I'm a libero. Liberos are specialists responsible for defense in the back row and in serve reception. I'm not allowed to block, attack, or serve, but I'm here to hold things together and to keep things ticking over for the team. I'm a bit like a goalkeeper in football, so I don't score points. In my position, you've got to have great vision, be very quick, and be able to anticipate opponents' attacking moves. You can't afford to put a foot wrong, because a mistake could be the most noticeable thing you do, since we don't ever score points.
I am a setter. In America, we equate the setter to the quarterback of an American football team. Somebody that's going to distribute the ball. Wouldn't say they're the most athletic players on the team, the guys that are jumping the highest, because we're setting the ball to the guys that are going to be trying to kill the ball and make a lot of points. He's kind of an extension of the coach on the team, somebody who's calling all the plays, somebody who's touching the ball every rally. So there's a big responsibility of the setter to help the team make a point. You're trying to be as unpredictable as possible, but then there's that fine line between the unpredictability and making sure that you're precise while you're doing it. So it's kind of balancing those 2 things, but you're definitely trying to be unpredictable and keep the opposing block off balance. For setting the ball, we're trying to be really precise as putting the ball within a 10-centimeter window. We're trying to use all the fingers on each hand, really surround the ball and make a quick contact to get it out of your hands quickly, because if you're holding it a little longer, you're more predictable. If the block can read you, you're not really doing your job very well. If the first contact is perfect, then we have a set of plays that will run. And if the first contact is medium perfect, maybe 3 meters off the net from perfect, then some things can turn and change, and the hitters will have to be vocal to the setter. And then when things go completely awry, then everything's kind of scratched and you kind of just have to make the easier play. After the ball is passed to you, you're trying to make split-second decisions to fool an opposing block that's trying to read you in every way.
The opposite is one of the most important positions in the team, because every difficult ball is coming to you and everyone expects to finish the points. It's really big responsibility. It's really difficult to understand when you need to jump, to spike strong or to don't spike strong, because a lot of time you don't see the block. The team, the guys, they help you, they scream 2 block, 3 block, so you trust them. To play opposite is really difficult, but also enjoying.
I think the team is extremely important because a strong team can make the difference in difficult times. You can be the best player ever, but if the team doesn't sustain you or doesn't care about winning like you do, the game becomes very difficult.
Volleyball is the epitome of teamwork because minimum 2 people have to touch the ball every rally, but most of the time 3 guys are touching the ball every single rally. The game is so fast that you can't really rely on one person to do the job. If you're blocking in defense, the block has to be perfect, and then the defense after they see the block has to read around it, what spots are open, what spots aren't. It's really a huge, huge teamwork game, and you can't get the job done without a full team working together in unity.